have to ship some things. I have to go get coffee. Obviously, I'm making this video. It's kind of chilly today. I had on some long sweatpants, but they're kind of like an odd color, like a powder blue, like a light baby blue. And when I went to tell, well, I told both my boys bye. My 16-year-old came to his bedroom door and he just kind of like looked at my pants and said, "Are you wearing those out?" It's like, "Yeah, why?" He was just like, I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe I should. So I did. They just, you know, weird color. Kind of look weird on me a little bit, I guess. Fruity, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going down the bumpy road. It's really, though, nice. It's nice and cool. I got long sleeves on. I had long pants on. Now I have shorts. I just feel like doing something today. I'm not sure what. Actually, it just may be simply coming home and working out in the yard. Because I like that. I enjoy that. And you know another thing that I like, and this is going to be odd, but I like to do housework. I like housework. You know, it's like a time to think and reflect. You know, when you're vacuuming, when you're dusting, when you're putting things back where they belong, when you're folding clothes, when you're putting them away. I don't know, there's something therapeutic about it to me. I guess each his own, right? Just like I love cooking breakfast for my family. You know, 6 days a week. Okay. Apparently I came all the way down the mountain in neutral. I didn't know. When I went to go there at the road, it wouldn't go. So, anyway. But yeah, I love cooking breakfast. It's an art because, well, not only do you want to make the food and where it's going to taste good, but the presentation is all about presentation, how it's put on the plate, the colors, and what complements what, and and timing. Will this get done in relation to this, and this and this will all be warm on the plate? That kind of thing. I mean, I just like that. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. So 6 days a week I do cook breakfast for my family, and I love it. Oh man, the fall colors. I mean, yeah, they're pretty, and I guess they'll be peak in about, I don't know, a week or so. But I'm not looking forward to all the leaves falling off the tree this year and everything being bare and gray and colorless. Thankfully, we have a lot of evergreens, a lot of pine trees and things like that. I think the holly trees stay green year-round too. Pretty sure. I mean, you know, I've only been up here for 27 years. I'll figure that out one day. But I think they stay green. I think they're an evergreen. So I'm going to go to, I guess, arguably within myself, because I guess it depends on my mood, but I'm going to go to my favorite coffee spot, which is the little tiny convenience store that's part of a supermarket, a grocery store, where I sit across from the defunct Burger King, where they're having a fusion noodle shop being constructed, probably as I speak. Probably go there. Got a good weekend. Oh man, at church yesterday, we always go to the traditional service and the contemporary service. We go to both services, and Sunday school in between. And then afterwards, they had the OCC packing party. You know, which is where you pack boxes and they get sent to various spots, other countries in the world or whatever, to kids. So we did that, but we didn't get out of there until it was either 5 or 5:30. So we were literally at church all day. They didn't have the turnout this year as they did last year. There wasn't as many people packing boxes, so it took a little bit longer. But anyway. Oh yeah. Colors are there. Can't remember the parkway. I guess go up to the parkway, and I guess they're closer to peak season. I believe that's how it goes, the higher you get. I haven't been up on the parkway since it was closed for months and months and months because of the hurricane, the damage and all that. I have to sometime take a trip up there, see what's going on. It's nice to go from like city to city on the parkway because you have a beautiful scenic drive, and it's just a different animal than going on the interstate or the back roads. Going on the beautiful Blue Ridge Parkway, which is known all around the world. It gets visitors every year. Thousands and thousands of visitors come to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Anyway, I'll be back. Let me go get my coffee. See you in a bit. Yep, just totally forgot that I need to wash my car. Man. Brush is what takes all the time. I don't have long to rip this thing off. I spent almost $6, and I really didn't get it clean. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me show you what happened. You know, recently, 3 months ago or so, we had somebody run into the van, and we had to have it in the shop and have body work done, and a brand new front bumper. I was sitting at a light just the other day. The guy in front of me decides he needs to back up really fast. And I don't know if you can see it right under here. See it right under there. He backed into me. His trailer hitch went through my bumper. Not a lot of damage, but it was just really frustrating after being without my van for so long, and being in the shop and getting a brand new bumper. There you go. more damage. I decided not to file any kind of police report. We settled for cash, and I'm just going to do the work myself. I've never done something like that myself, so it may not turn out very well. But anyway, that's what happened. He was happy just to settle it without his insurance going up, so we didn't file any insurance claim or anything like that. I was going to. It's really weird. He jumped out of his truck and immediately started using bad language, and not at me, but just mad and everything. But we went to a parking lot, and he was still using bad language, really, really, really bad language. And he got on the phone, and he was using every other word was a cuss word. But then I heard him say that, yeah, the van, he was driving a van, and he was right on my bumper, which he didn't use the word bumper. And he said it 2 or 3 times. He was right on my bumper, which I wasn't. I always leave at least a car length ahead of me so I can, go and leave if I have to in case somebody jumps out and tries to carjack me or something. And what had happened, he backed up so fast and he covered so much ground, and bam, there's nothing I could do. Didn't have time for the horn or anything. But see, that set me off because I'm a person who, I don't let people take advantage of me, or I didn't like that. And he was like, "Oh, it's cool, man." He said, "I'm just talking to my boss, and it's cool." So, but I mean, that really set me off. Lying about me. I didn't know who he was talking to. His insurance company, the police. I didn't know, and trying to put the blame on me. But anyway, I don't know. In the course, he was a very rough guy, very, very, very rough guy. But in the course of the 45 minutes we were in the parking lot, I started really feeling bad for him. His situation, his insurance is going to go up, and he just had an older truck, really older truck. It's kind of beat up, probably like a work truck, and had this long trailer hitch, and that's what actually went into my bumper. Because I was set on calling the insurance, and yeah, finally I was just like, I called my wife, and she ended up coming to the scene also. And I just told her, I said, let's, maybe we can just work this out. I said, he had offered me a little bit of cash. I didn't know how much. So I went up to him and said, how much were you thinking? And we settled. And I'm just like, dude, I don't want your insurance to go up for 2 or 3 years or whatever. And yeah, I said, let's just settle this now. And the police were on their way. And when the police got there, it was just this nice female cop. She was very pleasant. I said, is there any way that we've worked this out? Is there any way we could just not get a police report, no record of this or anything? She said, yeah, sure, absolutely. If you can work it out, it's fine. So, yeah. So she left. Everything was worked out. He gave me the cash that I was happy with. And now, like I said, I'm going to work on it. And, yeah, it's just frustrating. But in the end, my wife suggested, and his girlfriend was in the truck with him, and we went to her window, and we all held hands, and we said a prayer about the situation and about his situation and this, that, and the other, and that's kind of how it ended. So it ended on a good note. And yeah. Now I'm going to go get coffee. Now that my van is about 3/4 clean, maybe. It's definitely not the clean that I would clean it if I was at the house cleaning. I didn't have time. I think they, like everything else, boxes of cereal, potato chips, blah, 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 blah. They shrink the package and they inflate the price. I think that's what they did here. They inflate the price and lower the time, because I didn't have enough time. I mean, and I put basically almost $6 in there, which is like 2 rounds of the car wash, and I still didn't get it clean. So I think they've done that. It's a shame because everything's just so expensive. You know, it's cleaner than it was. It's just not as clean as it could be. Yeah, let me get the coffee. I'm at my spot, but I think I'll go over to the big parking lot. I don't know why. I got three coffees purchased on my new card where you get 1 free after buying 5. I think it's 5. I don't think it's 10. I think it's 5. Yeah, I'll go see what spot's available over here in the big lot. Without the traffic jam. They really didn't design this parking lot very well. The only entrance is right here, and then there's a front door right there, so you have to wait for people to come in and out of the grocery store. It backs up traffic here, and of course the road is right next to me that comes in, so it's always a mess right here. I think someone fell asleep up there in the car. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, okay, they have grocery carts blocking the passageway. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's like I don't know. I don't know why they designed it this way. They should have put. I would have put one right in the middle of the parking lot. An entrance. To me, it just would have been more feasible. You know, better traffic flow. Too much going on right there at that entrance. 3 lanes converging. People coming in and out of the store. Hey, what you doing over there? What they're doing? They got all kind of stuff. I could stay here. Oh, there's somebody already backed in over there. Oh, that's my friend. That's not my friend. It's the guy that I told you a while back, in a few videos back, that he backs in and drinks his coffee, and I see him all over town. We usually wave or blow the horn or something to each other. I don't want to cramp him and everything, but it's, you know, there's going to be like 10 spaces between us. I think no one should get upset about that. So let me turn here and go in here. I'm just going to sit right here. Yeah, I didn't feel like really, for some reason, I didn't feel like facing the traffic. You know, this is pretty. You gonna see my view? Probably not, but you might. I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Here it is. See? Is it washed out? No. See, I got some pretty trees. They tore down a building over there. It was an old paramedic building that used to house like ambulances and things like that. They built a bigger one across town. I heard that they were going to build a Chick-fil-A here. It doesn't really look big enough for a Chick-fil-A, but that's what I heard. And there's a defunct Kmart. Man, I miss stores like that. I'm an old-fashioned guy, you know. I mean, I'm not no spring chicken, that's for sure. But I miss stores like that, like, you know, TG&Y, Grant City, Woolco, Zayres, J.M. Fields, stores like that, Montgomery Wards, Sears, I don't know. To me, that was the good old days. Malls. were thriving. You could go into the mall and, go in and you'd have this just many, many stores, plethora of stores. I mean, all kinds of stores, game rooms, restaurants, shoe stores, clothing stores. Used to be a place called Gem and Junk, and GEM, Gem and Junk. But they used to have like kind of hippie-ish stuff. Incense was always burning in there. They had posters and, weird jewelry and weird items and novelty things. And it was in the Lakeland Mall. And I'd love to have like a video or a lot of photos of the inside of that mall. I used to work at Montgomery Ward there, and I can still see the setup. I mean, to me, that was the good old days, man. That was the good old days. Security back then, we had a woman and a man who would go back in the stock room, and then there was upstairs, which a lot of people didn't know about. But most of the store, they could walk all around and look out these peepholes and watch people all around the store. So that was the security. They didn't have cameras all over the place. But yeah, I miss that. Things are too complicated now. I mean, it's like shop on Amazon, have it delivered to your front door. I mean, okay, that's convenient, but man, meeting people, talking to people, trying on clothes and seeing your friends there, sitting down for ice cream or a drink or coffee or, go to Orange Julius, I think it was called. There's so many places, and it was just so cool. Totally part of Americana that's just totally gone. Totally gone. Because even now, yeah, there's still malls, but now it's just people going around with their phones, looking on their phones, scrolling and texting and whatever, as opposed to meeting your friends there at the mall and sitting down and conversing face to face. But yeah, both of my boys have been in this Kmart, so, and my youngest is 11, so yeah, it's been within the 11 years. I think he was about 3. Maybe 4 when he closed. So it's been closed 6 or 7 years. But yeah, I'm just old-fashioned. I like the old-fashioned things. The shopping centers and the malls and meeting people at, McDonald's parking lot on Friday night. Oh, I got coffee. I forgot. It's because I started running my mouth. So, anyway, the van is kind of clean. When I was coming out of the store, I noticed the back window is only half clean where I swiped it with the brush, I guess, and then when I, watered it down, whatever you call it, sprayed it down, it cleaned the half that I had brushed, but the other half is clean, but not as clean, so you can see it's, whatever. It doesn't look great, but it's better than it was. I love my van. As you know, I've said that many times. I like this better than any car I think I've ever had other than my first car, my 1970 Skylark Buick. It was beautiful. It had a beautiful orange paint job, white racing stripes down the hood and the trunk. Had racing stripes down the side, and it said Buick. And it had about 16-inch tires all around, and air shocks that lifted it a little bit, and it was kind of jacked up in the back like they used to do it in the 70s and 80s, and it looked like a race car. So that was my favorite car. But this is my favorite vehicle since we've been married. Incidentally, I still have my car, but it's all rusted, and I don't know if it's will ever be roadworthy again. It's very sad when I look at it. It's all rusted out and the floor is gone and all that. And it'd probably take $25,000-$30,000 to renovate it. So probably won't happen. I can't justify spending that much money. But that's all that's going on. I want to just get out and have coffee and mail this packages and just make a video to say hi. Basically, like I said, I haven't been making a lot of videos. I just posted one today, notifying everybody that I got my van back. Yay! I have my van back because I'm in it right now. So, just curious, does any of you out there have vans? Or are you like, do you do a lot of camping in camper trucks or vans or tent camping? I mean, I love that. I don't do it as much as I would like to, and I don't know why. Life is just, it's going by so quickly. Even my boys are saying, Daddy, how'd this year go by so fast? It's like it just started and now it's almost over. And it's like, I know, son. I mean, usually it's when you get older, but even the kids are noticing how things are just really flying by now all the time. It's incredible. But yeah, so it's like you wake up, it's Monday, you go to bed, you wake up, and another week's gone, and it's another Monday, and it just continues. It seems like we go to church every day. We go Wednesday and Sunday, but it's like every day we go to church. It's like before you blink, it'll be Wednesday night. Before you blink, it'll be Sunday again. Whew. So, and we don't miss Sunday church. That's just something we don't do. I mean, in 2 years, we've missed, I think, one, maybe two services, but I think just one. Yeah, when we went up to Indiana to see the eclipse, we stayed in a pumpkin patch that had no pumpkins in it, but that's what it was. It was a pumpkin farm, I guess you could say. And we stayed in the van there for a couple of nights, and we stayed in a Love's parking lot for a night, which was actually kind of cool. I like that. I like staying in parking lots and things like that. But anyway, because we don't miss a lot of church, once, I think, in 2 years, that kind of, it makes it hard to camp because, see, my wife works online during the week, so she would have to take off during the week because we would want to be back by Sunday. So it's difficult. It's difficult to get out and actually find time to camp. And that's okay. I mean, I have no problem with that because, we'd rather go to church. So anyway, I'm going to go. I have no idea what's going on over there. I got to show you. I mean, they're like washing something with a power washer in the middle of the parking lot. Can you see that? See that van right there? Where's it at? I can't even point to it. Oh, there it is. There. See, I don't know what they're doing. Now he's spraying something down. But he had like a pressure washer. Anyway. I'm going to go. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it a lot. And remember that God loves you tremendously, and He's always there for you. You're never alone. So, in your times of gladness, call out to Him. In your times of grief and sorrow, call out to him because he's there. All right. Take care. God loves you. Bye.